Good morning, everyone. So today is Monday morning, and I wanted to share a little bit of my morning routine with you guys. While it definitely does look different every day, these are some of like the fundamentals that I do religiously, just because they get my mind right, they get my body right, they prepare me for the day, they connect me to my spirit, and make me remember what my purpose is, why I'm here. So I started with some skincare. I've been doing my facial steamer in the morning, which I absolutely love. Was recommended to me by my sister. It's the Dennis Gross facial steamer. So I do that to open up all the pores, and then I did a little hyaluronic vitamin C repair serum cocktail on my face for skincare, and then sealed it with an oil. My skin is super, super dry, especially in these winter months, so oil is like the best for me. So usually I'll do my skincare, and then I'll come out here and I'll sit on my higher dose mat, my PEMF mat, and basically this is sending a frequency that you can't really hear, but it's a pulsed electromagnetic frequency. There is an alpha, a beta, a theta, and a delta. So for my meditation, I always do the alpha brainwaves, and that's just to put me into that meditative state. This also has infrared heat, which is great because my hips have been giving me a lot of issues. So just sitting on this really deeply penetrates the muscles in my hips and gets the blood flowing so that it starts to heal. And then so I'll do my meditation on here. Usually my meditation is anywhere between 5 and 10 minutes. Sometimes it can get up to 30 minutes if I'm really, feeling like I need it. But that also includes some breath work. So I have one specific song that I will link below that I do my breath work to, and I do breath holds. I do, the box breathing. I do some breath of fire. And one thing that I want to incorporate more is Nowly breathing. That's something that Marco taught me. And it's basically where you utilize your internal abs to kind of suck everything in, and it almost gives your digestive system a massage. So I want to start doing that more. So I think we're gonna try that out today, and then then we'll get into a little stretch and some intuitive movement. Usually after I do my stretch, it just kind of turns into whatever my body needs, but I always do my stretch and my abs, and then we'll have some cafe. Okay. Let's start by settling into the space, connecting to our bodies, becoming aware of how we feel today. Scanning the body from the top of the head to the temples, relaxing the eyebrows down, releasing the muscles in your face, in the neck, in the shoulders. Where are you holding your tension today? Continue to scan the body, cultivating awareness. Sending energy to your arms, down through to your fingertips. Recognizing your heartbeat. to your body to where you can feel your heart beating inside of your chest. What's it sound like? The rhythm that is so unique to you, what does it feel like? What is it I need in this moment? And if movement calls to you, gently roll your head or your neck. Movement can be meditation. It can release blocks from our energy. Center on yourself. Connect to the breath now. Notice, is your breath shallow or is it deep? Naturally allowing yourself to breathe how your body wants to breathe, not trying to control or force, but letting go of resistance with the breath. On my count, we take a deep inhale in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it at the top for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it at the bottom for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale again for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it at the top for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it at the bottom for 4, 3, 2, 1. Allow yourself to repeat this box breathing technique in your own time, in your own pace, in your own pattern. Now I invite you at the top of your next inhale to hold your breath with oxygen filling your lungs. And I challenge you to hold a little bit longer than you think you can. From my experience with breath work and cold exposure, your body goes through waves.
There will be times during a breath hold where it feels like your body just can't handle it anymore. And yet, if you push through, that wave dips down once again and it becomes easier. And then it's like you're going back up another hill and it gets challenging again. But then it subsides. So I encourage you to ride this wave and be curious about where you're at today. Exhale, let it go. Exhale all of the air from your lungs, contracting your abs and pushing, blowing out the air. And then when you get to the very bottom, allow your lungs like a vacuum to fill with air almost automatically. After this inhale, exhale all your air out once again, contracting your abs. And with short staccato breaths, we do breath of fire in and out through the nose to finish. You can cover one nostril. Cover the other nostril. And then inhale, reach your arms up overhead, stretching your spine, then pushing all of that energy that we just cultivated down into the ground. Inhale, arms overhead, and exhale, push the energy and ground yourself. All right, let's get ready for Nowly breathing. This is another type of vacuum suction breath that is amazing for massaging your internal organs, promoting digestion, and also strengthening those internal abs. So what I want you to do is get onto all fours and take another deep inhale in to start. And then same thing, at the bottom of that exhale, push out the air. This time, pressing on your knees, we're gonna create a vacuum by internally sucking our stomach, our organs, into our rib cage. We want to do this while we are holding our breath at the bottom. And then inhale and reset. So try playing around with this breath, finding that internal suction, bringing your organs into the rib cage and pushing against your thighs, and just start to play. Start to cultivate that kindred spirit. Maybe check out your stomach in a mirror if you've got one close by. And then once you've found that vacuum, you could start to move your hips or stretch your back by cat-cowing. And then I like to do this for 3 or 4 different breaths. Take a second, reset, and ground your energy. All right, let's get ready to move. So I'm gonna grab my yoga mat. I'm gonna grab my Pro Pulse trainers. If you don't have Pro Pulse trainers, you can grab a pair of bala bangles or just use nothing. I'm also gonna grab a 1-inch band and come into all fours on my mat. All right, let's start with one of my favorite movements. Give me some spinal rolls. So arching through your back, pulling your hips back, lifting your chin, and then slowly enveloping forward, pushing through your shoulder blades towards the front of the room. And then as you move back, allow your back to arch. Coming into a downward facing dog, just pedal out your feet. Just opening up your body for the first time today, possibly, and seeing where you're at now, because in 15 minutes, you are not going to be in the same place. Now, as you're bent into one leg, I want you to spin to the side into an extended side plank. So really focusing on the arch you're creating with your body. Lifting that arm overhead and then sweeping it around your body. Opening up that thoracic spine. Cactusing the arm. And moving into that shoulder, really finding mobility. Good, back to downward facing dog. Good, take the time to explore here. This is your time to feel out your body. Where are you at today? Spin onto the other side and then start with those shoulder rolls. You can keep that bottom leg bent or you can straighten it. Good, pivot back into downward facing dog. Feel how much more open your shoulders are. Now let's take those spinal rolls in a downward facing dog instead of on our knees. Bend the knees as you go back. Pull in the core and then push through your shoulder blades. Feel it. And pedal up those feet once more and then walk your feet in towards your hands. And come into a deep squat. Putting your feet at a 45-degree angle, keeping your back nice and long, and then pressing your hands together in front of you, either in a prayer pose or in extended in front of you. Good. Push your knees open with your arms and try and get your chest forward. Good, tuck and roll back. Let's go straight into some Russian twists. Good, take those fingers and start to do a little wave motion. Maybe you do too quick, too slow. Play around with the beat. Good. Come all the way back and then come up into a sit-up, twist elbow to knee. Twist. But as you come up, exhale. We got 4, 3, 2, and
Relax. Good. Lay all the way back and take one knee across your body. Just a little torso twist stretch. Good. Bring one of those knees into your chest and just kind of feel into that hip. You know, stretch out that bottom leg nice and straight. Opening up the front of your hip. Maybe opening that bent knee up to the side. You can stay here or you can stretch that leg straight. And switch. Bring the knee into the chest, twist your body. Try and keep that opposite shoulder on the ground. Now the key to stretching is breathing. So we just warmed up our breath, so use this breath to go deeper into your stretch. Good, bring the knee back into the chest, open it out into the side. Feeling into that hip, and wherever you need to give a little love, do it. All right, let's go right back into those Russian twists. Now this time, can you bring your feet up into a bow pose? Second round, let's challenge ourselves. Good, up and relax. Good, let's flip it over. This is one of my favorite stretches for my hips. I kind of just like to sit my butt in between my knees and kind of roll my hips and roll my upper body and feel all up in there. This really works, this really stretches your internal hips. And if this feels good to you, you can even lie back onto your elbows and release your head and your neck for a nice front of the body stretch. Arching in the back. Maybe tucking the tailbone under a little bit. Just play. Good, and then come up onto your knees, cartwheel your arms back into a one-armed camel. And then slowly contract, bring the arms forward, switch it over other side. Good, contract forward. And switch other side. One more time, contract it forward. Switch it out other side. Okay, now that we're all stretched, let's pick it up in speed. Around and reach. Around and reach. For 3, 2, and 1. Great job, you guys. Come into a downward facing dog. Let's open up that hip. Send it to the sky, and then start to feel your way around the hip. I like to bring my knee out to the side, do some rolls here. And then I like to suspend it out to the side, straight, and then bend and straighten into the leg.
But this part is really all intuitive. You know what I mean? Like, figure out what your body needs. Listen to it. What are those sticky spots that you need to rub up against? Just a little bit more. Good, tuck the knee into the nose, tiger curl. Reach it back up again, all the way overhead. Back in a downward facing dog, switch other side. Same thing, bend the knee, straighten, circle, flex, point, play. Good, tiger curl that knee in, and then come into a runner's lunge. Rocking back and forth, just feeling the openness in that hip. And then when you're ready, come into a high crescent or arms above your head. Back toe is popped, and then grab your hands behind your back. Open up the chest even further. And then put that hand down and twist. This is one of my favorite lunge positions. It's when you cross your hips, spin onto the outer edge of the foot, and then drop that hip. So stabilize, feel the stretch, and then bring it through into a skandasana. If you can bind and that feels good for you this morning, then do that. I love a good juicy bind in this position. Good, transfer through to the other side. And then opposite hand down, come into a lunge on the other side. Drop the back knee and feel it. Good, pop that back knee up, come into a high crescent, arms above the head, then bring the hands behind the back. Some pulses just to further open us up. And then drop that hand and twist over the front leg. Reach it up high overhead. And then same thing, cross your hips, drop the hip down, and then spin onto the knife edge of that foot as you reach towards the other foot. Good, transition, skandasana on the other side. If you bound on the other side, then bind on this side. Good, into a nice wide second position. Shake it out, come up, stand up, relax. Open up those hips and then just let your body hang. Let's do a few sways in a ragdoll position. This just feels so nice to release your neck. Open up the hamstrings. Good, and then come over to one side, grab the ankle, nose to knee, feel that side body stretch. And then switch other side. Bend into that knee, switch. Let's find ourselves back into a plank position. All right, here's where it gets fun. All right, we're gonna do a little push-up routine. So let's hold this plank for a second. And then slowly, focusing on your form, I want you to lower half down into almost a chaturanga or a half push-up. And then exhale, come back up and hold the plank again. We're gonna do that same thing. Down into a half push-up. Exhale, push back up into your plank position.
Downward facing dog. Stretch it out for a second if you need, but we're going right back into the push-up and back up. One more. All the way down, all the way up. Nice and slow and controlled. Good, downward facing dog. Shake it out. Beautiful, you guys. If you need to come onto your knees, you can. And let's bust out 10 push-ups. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh! Awesome job, you guys. Push back into a child's pose. Let's get ready for our second set, all right? Right back into those push-ups. Slow holds, isometric holds. Hold it and push all the way back up. Contract in your spine when you come up. Down nice and slow. One more time. And all the way down, relax into a cobra. All right, now we're gonna grab our Pro Pulse trainers or our bala bangles. You can hold them, you could put them on your ankles if you've got the bangles. But we're gonna start with a 1-inch band. Or if you have a towel that you can grab tension on, that would be great too, a shirt. So I'm gonna wrap the band around my hands. I'm gonna hold tension on it. Now we're gonna do a bicycle, a Weck method bicycle. So we're just gonna hold to one side. The one elbow is close to my ear, the other one is close to my hip. So I'm trying to side bend and come up and over and around with my upper body when I switch into this other side of the bicycle. So up and around, focus on the contraction in your side body. Same elbow to same knee. Hold it, switch it, around and hold. Switch, switch, switch. Now just switch the legs, bicycle the legs. Switch, switch. Good, keep tension on that band. Now switch other side. Legs only, bicycles. Hold the upper body there. Switch, just the upper body. Now just the legs. Switch, just the upper body. Now switch the legs. Pedal. Switch, upper body, then legs. Switch, upper body, then legs. Switch. One more time, switch. Bicycle. Ooh. That's a good one. All right, let's grab our Pro Pulse trainers, or if you're not using Pro Pulses, you can just put your hands underneath your butt or on either side of you, pushing down into the ground. Let's do some flutter kicks here. It's hard. Ooh! All right, take a break, right back into it. All right, we're gonna go in and out with the knees and with the hands. Get your shoulders all the way up off the ground for 4, 3, 2, and we're done. Whew. Well, there you have it. That is my morning physical meditation, like breath work kind of routine. And like I said, it looks different every day. Today I focused on some Weck method, just got certified as an RMTS, or a rotational movement specialist. So the movements that you saw me do with the bands and the Pro Pulse trainers, oof, my God. I gotta sneeze. It's gonna go away. It's gonna go away, yeah. Okay. I have on the video here 42 minutes since I started, so it's less than an hour, but I got a light sweat in. I activated my core, and I realized, like, for me, something that's really important, especially when it comes to building confidence and stepping out into this world as a confident, strong woman, is the activation of my core, you know, the activation of my center. That's where your power comes from. So I've really been trying to prioritize doing some sort of core movement every morning to just wake that up inside myself. So yeah, I did some Nally breathing. We did the breath of fire at the very end of my abs to just really work those internal stabilizing muscles. I also did some Weck method with the Pro Pulse shakers, and some band work. The bicycles that you saw me doing with the band, just having this tension and focusing on coiling into the back lat as you're doing this ignites a totally different sensation than if you're just doing twisted bicycle curls. So I'm really, really into the coiled ab work and the Pro Pulse knee in and out type things. They're hard, man. Oh, that's when I really started sweating. That, and then the push-ups. I've really been working to get my push-ups looking beautiful and just build the repetitions in those so that, you know, I could do more than 20 at a time. But yeah, now I'm gonna go make some breakfast and have a little coffee and then get into the rest of my day. So I hope this video was beneficial for you and you got a little something out of it, whether it's the intuitive movement flow or a little bit of breathwork meditation or just the playlist that I linked down below. I hope you enjoy, and I hope you get into your morning routines and start playing around with them and having fun with them, because it's such a great way to set yourself up for the day. Set your energy, set your mindset, prime your mind, body, and spirit to go into the day ready for it and show up authentically as yourself and the person that you're working to be. So I hope you guys have an amazing day. I love you all. Mwah. Sending lots of love and blessings to everyone around the world. And yeah. And that's it.